Hey guys and gals, Malkuth1974 back at you with another episode of Single Mod Survival, where I take a single major mod, in this case IC2 Industrial Craft 2, and basically use this for the majority of my game for ore processing, power, and other things, with the support of many smaller mods that fill the gaps that Industrial Craft does not actually cover. So last time we left you guys, we were working on the blast furnace, and I already got this working a little bit. I already made one thing. So to get a blast furnace to work, we showed you last time, you have to actually hook a solid heat generator up to it, and you can put whatever. Solid heat means it uses like charcoal. There's also a fluid heat generator, and you have to use fuel to actually fuel that. We'll be getting to those a little bit later in the series. The solid heat generator actually has a byproduct of ashes, and I'm not quite sure what we do with ashes. I don't know if it's just junk, if it's just waste. Usually things don't get wasted, but in this case I can't seem to find anything on the NAI to tell me what ashes do, or online, but I'll keep looking to find out. Then the blast furnace itself, actually you require what's called air cells, or compressed air cells, to actually run it. And every operation, that means making one iron ingot into what the blast furnace makes. I can't even think about what the hell am I thinking about right now. Refined iron ingot, sorry about that, takes 6 air cells required per run. Now the blast furnace is extremely slow. The last time I used this was a few hours ago, and it actually did slow down a little bit. So now when I do this again, I'm going to actually have to reheat it, and then once it's reheated, it'll start the process again, which is what takes your solid fuel, and this creates heat. The heat transfers to this, and we start creating that. Also, to make these compressed airs things, you need empty cells, and empty cells you can actually make in the metal former. And you take, let me see if I can remember this now, tin, and let me make sure that I get this right, because sometimes if you don't get it right, it makes something else. Empty cell. Well, you can make it this way, but you can also make it, I've never made it this way. I've made it always in this. Oh great, now I'm gonna have to try to figure this out. Let me see. We'll do the air. Actually, I figured it by this way. Air. Oh, no, compressed. There we go, compressed air. And I figured this out by using the metal former in extruding. So there, that's how you can make empty cells. You can make it the regular way, which had a little pane surrounded by tin plates, but this is a lot cheaper. So tin plate in extruding mode. Oh, I didn't know this actually had recipes in it. Holy crap, did anybody... Nice! Learn something new every day. Okay, so we'll put this in extruding mode. You put a tin plate in there, and you will get empty cells. Bang, empty cells. But, so that's one of the process. The next process is you need a compressor. Now a compressor is actually very easy to make. If we look at it, it's just a stone, basic machine casing, an electric circuit, and of course, like most machines, it does require power. I did change out all of my insulated copper cable with tin cable, since none of these machines are going to take any higher than 32, and I'm not going to lose any energy this way because it's not 40 blocks. So you put the compressed, you put the empty cells in there, and it will actually create a compressed cell. There you go, compressed air cells. So if you notice, I have 6 of these. What I've been doing, I've only done it once, is that I actually load this up with 12. That way I can always have a ready supply of things. So we put this in here, and we can actually start seeing the heat up. So this heat has to get to 100, and then the process will start. And it takes it takes like 300 seconds for one iron ingot to be made into compressed iron. So yeah, it takes a while, and it'll suck up some charcoal and everything else. So that's basically how the blast furnace works. So there you go. Now let's go check out our miner. I've moved it a few times. It's been a few hours since I've done another episode. So when we first started, we were right here. And I'll show you what the miner actually does. It actually does dig one single hole all the way down to wherever it can go. Of course, if you don't have a pump connected to your miner, it will stop on any block that is like a lava block or water block. It will not go any farther than that. I also did over here. You can tell I covered up the hole there. And my last operation was over here. Now it's all done. You can tell I don't have, this is the farthest it's going, it's not running anymore. And this is the product I got out of it. This is probably what you'd get on a normal, average, small run on, going mining. So this is all going on while I was doing other stuff. So that is pretty cool. So if you take out your mining drill, your OD scanner, you'll see that your mining pipes will start coming back up. So I usually just wait for that to end. If you don't let it end, I would take it that the mining pipes would stay, or if they would break. I'm not 100% sure. I don't really want to mess with it since they're a pain in the butt to make. So what else are we going to do this episode? Well, let's see. Well, yeah, I have my new chest here. So this is the chest where I have everything in it. So one thing I want to do is make my mining drill into a diamond drill. And to do that, we're going to need a turning table. And for that turning table, we're going to need a kinetic energy to actually make that work. So I'm going to show you guys how the turning table works in this one. And we will need to put this right here. I did make some more space, just like that. And I will need my electrical wrench. So we will need... Why isn't that working? There it is. I'm not sure if that will do that or not. But anyway, so if you look in here, you'll see the turning table. We'll get into all what this stuff does. And you'll see these few lines here. Well, to get this to work, I needed the blast furnace to make... Okay, you see the blast furnace is actually up to 100 and it's actually processing the iron ingot. But I do have a refined ingot. We'll use that for later. I'll put this away. So the reason I have these parts is that this is going to make our kinetic... It's called the electric kinetic. I'll just write kinetic. It's called the electric kinetic generator. What this does is it's sort of like the windmill. The windmill uses wind to make kinetic energy. The electric kinetic generator uses electricity to make kinetic energy. So it's built like this, rebattery and all that. I already made the shaft and everything, as you can... Where's the shaft? Did I grab the wrong thing? I did grab the wrong thing. No, we don't want you yet. This is what we want. Here we go. You do need one electric motor to make it, and then you need more electric motors to actually run it. I'll show you guys that in a second. So let's see if this will actually build. Oh, whatever. I believe it goes like that, that. If not, it's switched. There we go. So there's that. And I will try to run this like that. So if you look in here and you read the tooltip, you can tell I'm getting my power now. If you read the tooltip, it does pop up, add motors to increase KU output. So I've made 4, and I'm pretty sure that's enough to run this. I'm not 100% sure, but we'll find out, I guess. And I'm thinking, let me take a look-see here. Might have to move this around. Yeah, so this actually needs to be turned around here. Let me see if I can do this without causing too much trouble. There we go. And that should be okay. Engine's there. Hopefully that works. I'm not 100% sure if it will. 400 KU. There. So another thing that we need for this is what's called a... let me see if I can look up turning table. Turning. Guys, now I'm pretty sure to get this to work, you need the actual part that looks like a fan to be facing this block. And it can face anywhere, it can hit any of these sides. And don't forget to put your electric motors in. And you'll see the little redness will glow across this like that. And you should be all set. Now you should be able to tune it. So, when we want to tune this, you want to go to the drill. And you want to find out... by the way, these are kind of a pain in the ass to set up. It's not very clear on how... I believe this is a new block, the turning table. So, if you set it up this way in the version of IC2 I have now, it seems to make this work. Just don't forget to put your electric motors in up here, or it won't work at all, and you'll be sitting here for like 20 minutes like I was trying to figure it out. But right now we're all set. So, electric drill. I'm going to need the diamonds. I'm going to need this iron turning blank. Now the iron turning blank is calling for 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5, 2 out of 5, and 1 out of 5. So basically it's going down into a little drill by the looks of it. So we'll set this up. So 5 out of 5, 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5, and it does give you a tiny pile of iron dust as a byproduct. 2 out of 5, and 1 out of 5. It did use up quite a bit of that lathing tool, didn't it? So now our iron turning blank is all set. It is set to what we need it to be set to, and I can put everything back over here, I think. Let me get this. I was just trying to get this thing working because it was being a real big pain in the boo-boo. And that's all set up. So we got our iron turning blank, and for the actual rest of the drill we need 2 diamonds and the actual drill. So let me find, 3 diamonds. I got 21. I don't have a whole lot of diamonds, but hey, what are you gonna do? So like this. Where's my drill? 1, 2, 3. There you go. I got my diamond drill. Awesome sauce. How much more faster is this thing? Let's take a look-see. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. We like see that. Awesome. So I do need... where does coal come from? Why do I have coal? Oh, because I got it from that. I need to do my stuff here. Let me put some of this stuff away. We'll be all cool. Cool shining. You can tell my base has grown a little bit. This room over here, this is the brand new room. This is what we're going to use for part of our next part of our build, and that's what I have set up. I'm going to add another power option to all of this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually upgrade my generator. And I'm going to upgrade it to a Stirling generator. That's not a Stirling, it's not like the Stirling generator in BuildCraft. This is the Stirling generator for IC2. I believe it's called Storming. No, Stirling. Yeah, so BuildCraft has the Stirling engine, and IC2 has the Stirling generator. But what we also need for that is a heat. It's called the heat, a solid heat generator. It's the same thing that I basically have over here that's running this, but in this case it's going to run the Stirling generator. So that's for the generator. So we'll make the heat thingy wingy first. So we'll go over that. And to make the heat generator, you need these these heat conductors. Again, they just look just like that. I already had that all set up. You also need 3 iron plates, that heat conductor, and an iron furnace, or you can use a basic machine casing and a furnace, and that's the one I decided to use. So there's my solid heat generator. And for the Stirling generator, you need iron casing surrounding the generator. As you tell, we already had a generator, so I don't have to make that, so you guys can figure that out. I need another heat conductor, so that's what I have set up here. So we can build the other heat conductor all set, and I already have everything else all set, I do believe, so that'll give us the Stirling generator. So we'll come into here. Now if you look at the Stirling generator, it can output 1 to 50 EU per tick per max. Now I'm pretty sure that with just a solid heat generator you're not going to go over 35, but we'll just have to definitely make sure. So I'm going to put the heat generation. I wonder if I can. No, that'll be too odd. Alright, so we definitely want that to face this direction. So on this block things seem to work the way they're supposed to do. I just wrenched this little orange piece here. You want this up against the orange piece of the Stirling generator. So you can tell the Stirling generator actually has that too. And it's over here. I should be able to go like that. Okay, so that's the front of the Stirling generator. That means that that orange piece is actually right up against it. Now we need some more of these. I don't need all that many. We're going to hook it into the system just like that. I could probably also go like this if you don't want that to look all odd. And we open this up, and I will need some charcoal, and you can shove that right in there. Now as you can tell, this makes 20 heat, and that's the max heat it's going to make. And you can also tell that it goes kind of quick, but it's also not filling this. Why is it not filling this? Oh, because it's going into, is it? Oh! So this will be an interesting thing to show you. So my windmill just actually broke. So let's pause this for a minute. Remember how a while ago we actually built some extra wood generator for rotors for the we need to sleep first for the windmill. Well, it's been about 4 hours now. It's probably been actually a little bit longer, but that has finally broken. Let's actually check this out though. So we're definitely charging, and this thing is making 20. It's only doing about 10 EU per tick. My wind generator actually does much more than that. I don't know if I actually showed you guys my wind generator after I added it to it. As you can tell, the windmill part is not there anymore. It's broken off. I got this little house thing system here where I can get up there and do my maintenance on it when I have to do maintenance. It's kind of what I like about IC2. You have to do, have to keep everything maintained. And it's actually gone, so we just stick another one in there. And we're back up to 15 EU per tick, which is going to charge everything. I'm getting 60 KU. This does kick up. I get about maybe almost 20 EU tick when this thing starts kicking up. I think it has like a wind-up situation, or it's just the wind is getting better or whatnot. So now we have all of that running. Let's take a look-see. This should be powering up. It's not powering up. What is causing that to not? Wondering if this is sucking up all the energy. Probably will have to add another windmill to this situation. Fascinating. We got that running. We got that running. Or it's just right on the precipice of sucking up enough power to actually keep this going. and this going. Does this have a redstone? Let's see if I can knock that out and see what happens. Nope. Interesting. Alrighty, so even with Stirling generator running, which is making 10 EU, my system cannot keep up. I'm wondering if it's going. Let's try something here. Just doing a test here. Give me some more of these. I need like 11 of them. We will break that off. Break this off. That should be charging inside, right? Yep. Okay. And it will come up. Actually, you know what? I'll just break it, the whole thing, so we don't have to worry about anything. There we go. There we go. Why is it draining? Interesting. Alright, well, looks like I'm going to have to do some upgrading to my power system here to make it more efficient. And I will put this back. So, but anyway, guys, we got what I wanted to get done. I mean, it's working alright. Let me go downstairs and shut the miner off. And I'll work on the power situation when I get a chance. There, so that's no longer running. Break these off. I do have to move this miner. And we should be okay. Alright. That is running. That is not running. So what I usually do is I put these in there. When you do use the blast furnace, you get refined iron and some slag back. So take these out. And we'll put these in. And put these in and take those out. So anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Hope you learned something. The turning table is probably still a work in progress on the IC2 part. I'm not too sure. It's definitely new. It wasn't in there a little while ago, so it is a little tricky to get in the right position to get working. Because, but it seems like if I'm the guess correctly, any side will work as long as you have not this part, but the propeller part that looks like kind of like a propeller actually connecting to the turning table, and then you have power going into the electric kinetic generator. And don't forget to add your motors. The more you add, the faster the kinetic thing needs to be. This doesn't need too much kinetic energy, so I wouldn't jump it up to 1,000, but I have 400. I'm sure pretty much anything would work. I don't know what the cutoff is for that, but anyway, thanks guys for watching. It's Malkuth 1974. We'll see you later. Malkuth out!